Let's compare the Spot Gen 4 to the ZOLEO. Again, I'm going to ask you, what do you like the best? And leave a question or comment below if you do have an opinion. But let's see what I think after testing both of these for several years. All right, first of all, size-wise, you can see they're nearly the same size. I think they're almost identical on the height and width. On the thickness, the Spot is a little bit thicker, but really about the same size device. So here's the big differences between these two. The Spot Gen 4 is a one-way satellite communicator, and it does not have global pole-to-pole coverage. There's a map on the screen here that shows you that. Make sure that if you have this, if you're going someplace around the world, make sure you have coverage. The ZOLEO is a two-way satellite communicator, and it has global pole-to-pole coverage. Now, the Spot Gen 4, you don't have to have synced with your phone, and you can't sync it. So everything's on the device itself. On the ZOLEO, you can sync it with your phone, but you can send in a check-in message here, and you can hit the SOS button. So there's a couple things you can do by itself, but that's it. In order to have all the power or functions with the ZOLEO, you need to have it synced with your smartphone. And that's one of the things I don't like. The ACR Bivy Stick and then also the ZOLEO, they have to be synced with your smartphone, and also the Motorola Defy. If you want to be able to two-way message and see the maps and navigate and see weather, you have to be synced with your smartphone. As you all know, smartphones die in a heartbeat. I mean, usually within a day. So you better have a way to charge those devices up, and maybe even your satellite communicator. Well, let's talk about the Spot Gen 4 real quick. Again, it has the power button up here on the top, your left. It has a custom message here under this flap, and you open it up and depress it. Now, this is custom. You can use it for several different things. For automotive if you want, but you have to pay for the service. And if you select that and your car breaks down, then they'll come out and help you. On the other side is the SOS button, and if you select that for about 3 seconds, then they will come for you. You cannot communicate with them. You can only send this message, and then they'll know where you're at approximately. And probably I'd say within 50 feet, they'll be able to pinpoint your location. Then there's a check-in button here. There's a tracking button here. You can start and stop tracking here. And then there's a custom message down here. There's really two custom messages here. One underneath this flap here, and then this one down here at the bottom. Make sure before you go out, you set up your contacts, you set up your custom messages so you're ready to go. Then go test it, make sure it all works, and then go back home and see how things tracked, and then you'll know that things are working. And make sure everybody knows who's on your contacts list, that when they get this certain message that Spot will send out, that they can select it and they can see where you're at. The other thing I always like to do is go out with this, be in cell service, start tracking, and then if I'm a contact, which I would always do, then I can select on my phone that message, and I could see that it's actually laying down tracks and make sure it works. The Spot Gen 4 is a really simple device. You will not get confused by it. At least I don't think you will. It's easy to use. It's not as complicated as the Mini 2 and especially the GPS Map 67i. Great device, and it's inexpensive, and if you need something on your pack, then get this. The ZOLEO is a completely different animal in my opinion, because it can two-way message. You can see where you're at on the map. You can navigate. You can get the weather forecast. There's more things that this has to offer. But besides that, it also has the ability to transition from Wi-Fi to cell service to satellite service without you doing anything. It's just remember, make sure if you have satellite service, you want to have a clear view of the sky. Like I said already, the ZOLEO has global pole-to-pole coverage. It really is one of the best true communicators on the market. I would put that up there right with the Garmin inReach Messenger. Both of those, in my opinion, are messengers. They're for communication specifically. If I'm out using the ZOLEO, yes, it's great that I can have the navigation, but when I know that I can communicate and I'm inside and I'm by Wi-Fi, and then I walk outside and I'm in cell service, and then I'm outside cell service, but I don't have to worry about it. I know I can communicate with this device anywhere in the world. So I would really say take a hard look at the ZOLEO if you are interested in real, true communication that most of the others don't have, because most of the other satellite communicators will not transition from Wi-Fi to cell service to satellite service. My only negative with the ZOLEO is that you have to be connected with the smartphone to have most of the features. Again, two-way messaging, that is important, really critical actually. If you've contacted SOS by selecting this button and they're coming out for you to find you, but you've lost sync with your smartphone, maybe the battery died or there's a technical problem, you cannot communicate with them at all. But if you have connection and you're synced, now on your phone you can message them and let them know where you're at, what the problem is there more than one person, do you think you need a helicopter, and they're probably going to make that decision on their own, but you can give them information that will help them improve the speed or the efficiency of the rescue. So I do like the ZOLEO a lot, and especially for communication, but remember there are limitations. So if I'm going to compare these two, the Spot Gen 4 and the ZOLEO, I'm going to go with the ZOLEO because I like to be able to two-way message. That is really critical. Now, if I'm low on money and I just need something on my pack, then I may go with the Spot Gen 4. I can at least get help to my area, and I can at least send some messages, some custom messages, and most of the time it's not a problem. You're not in a life-threatening situation. Somebody at home may be worried about you, but if you can hit this check-in or this custom message or this one, and one of them says, hey, I'm running late, everything's okay, well, now everybody's relaxed. It's no big deal. So it's really nice. You've got to have something on your pack, so at least get the Spot Gen 4. But if I'm going to rate them, I'm going to put the ZOLEO above. I don't like being synced with my smartphone or have to be synced, but when I can two-way message, I can see where I'm on the map, I can get weather, it's a game changer. So just make sure you have the ability to charge your device, your smartphone or your satellite communicator. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below, or opinions, a difference of opinions. I'm all for that. I love talking with you guys. I appreciate you guys joining me here at Outdoor Emergency Tech in Colorado, and I'll see you back here in the next video.